Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back with another Color Rush Studio design team layout. And so I am using the February kit, which is called Home Sewn. And I am documenting Mother's Day, but I am not in this picture, and there's a really good reason for that. So we'll get to that. I'm going to start with just some white cardstock. This is actually some Basil Marshmallow cardstock. And I'm going to do a little mixed media on the background. So I love this purple paper that is in the kit that has these cute little white like daisies on them. I think they're so pretty. So I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that purple. So I grabbed my, I think it's called Orchard something. Where is it? It's a Shimmers Orchard Estra. It's a pretty purple. So I did the packaging technique as well as a couple of splatters and some big drops. And then I let it mostly dry, and then I did hit it with my heat gun a little bit because I was impatient. So I am going to use that green on green striped paper. So the other side of it is banners. And so I had already cut a banner out, so it had kind of that scalloped-y look to it. So I decided I was going to make that one layer. I did rough it up with my distress tool, and then I took this purple paper, which is just gorgeous, did a ripped edge, and I'm going to layer those two up. So I'm going to trim off that branding strip. I thought I would wait until I had the pieces on. That way, if the paper is not quite 12 by 12, then we can kind of make it work. So I know I want to use this beautiful doily, and I'm thinking about matting my photo in this scrap, but I feel like it's getting lost. For some reason, it kind of blends in, but I do love that pattern. Well, I have a little strip of it, and so I was like, oh, perfect. I'm just going to put that over to the side and add that as another layer. But I felt like it still needed something, so I grabbed this black and white floral frazzle, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to tuck it underneath that green floral. I'm going to attach it just with some tape runner at first. I'm going to attach both of them with the tape runner. And then I am going to take it over to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to do a zigzag stitch down the right side of that. I did contemplate putting it on the other side as well, but I wasn't sure how my embellishing was going to go. So I'm really glad that I chose not to do that, because my embellishing is going to go all the way to the side. So I trimmed off that extra little bit of frazzle, and I am going to use it. It's just sitting up there at the top. So I have a couple of scraps of black and white cardstock that just kind of sit to the left-hand side underneath my trimmer. And so I'm going to mat my photo in black. So I have this piece, but it's not quite big enough. So I just decided to trim down my photo. So then I was going to put it on there, and then I was like, oh wait, I want a white mat and then a black mat, because then it will pop off of that doily in the background. So it's pulling in some of the black from the frazzle. Sorry about that. My dog got so excited because my husband got home. So I trimmed down the photo so that it could fit with my scraps, basically. So this past Mother's Day, I was super sick. I don't know that I've ever been sick like this, but I just couldn't even get out of bed. I didn't have the flu. I didn't have, the dreaded we don't talk about anything. I was just sick. So I didn't even get out of bed. But my kids, they bought me a book and a necklace and brought me some flowers. So I took a picture of my nightstand with the gifts, and then I've got the throat spray and the cough drops and the medicine and the nose spray, and it was like a real sore throat, but it wasn't strep. And I had popsicles and my water and my tea, and so that is what the picture is about. So I got it matted, and then I had that little scrap of Frazzle, and I decided to make it a little tag at the top of my photo. So I just folded it over and stapled it with my tiny attacher, and I loved it so much I wanted to bring a little bit of the green up there as well. So I grabbed some of the green Frazzle from the kit and stapled that up there. And now I'm going to go through all of the ephemera to see what possibly I can get to work for me. So I really like this chair. My grandma had a chair like that. I wasn't sitting in a chair, but I was in bed. So I just liked it. It's gonna kind of just stick there. And I'm gonna pull out florals for sure because it is, it's a layout about me. I get flowers, and I got flowers for Mother's Day. And then there's a couple of tea things in here. So I definitely wanted to get the tea bits in there. So there is this little hand holding a teacup. I thought that was perfect. And I liked this little house. It's actually a tea shop, which I wasn't at a tea shop. Oh, I should have saved it for my book club photo. We read Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. It was hilarious. It was such a funny book. But anyway, she owned a tea shop. But yeah, no, it's on this layout. I took it as like a home, and oh, now that I see that, I do like the flower over there. So when I took it off to glue everything down, I put the flower over by the chair, but I do kind of like it right there too. Well, we'll see. We shall see. So this little frame is actually cut out from an earlier layout, from Sunday's layout, where I did all the shaker pockets. I needed to make one of the frames bigger, and so it just was an added frame. So I do like how that looks. So I'm gonna kind of make kind of an L shape, but it's like in the middle. But I get one of those corduroy cute little strawberries because I'm totally in love with them. And then there was a ephemera piece that had a truck on it, and it also had a banner that said special delivery, because they delivered all of this to me in my bed. So I thought that was perfect. I did get the tea kettle up at the top. And then I'm going to go off screen, and I'm just going to add the title, which is going to be Mom's Sick Day. And then I'll do some journaling about that it really was Mother's Day. But it was better than last year. Last year we were in the ER with Lucas. So, I'm not sure sick's better, but it's okay. So that is my layout. Make sure you head over to the shop and grab this kit, as well as check out Instagram and Facebook. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'd love to chat with you. Remember to wear your coat. See you next time. Bye.